Nobody's ruining the hobby. The hobby is healthier than it's ever been. Hello, sports fans. This is NOMAH, back with another baseball card video for your entertainment. But today we're not ripping cards. We're just talking about cards, and this is going to be a very different kind of video than what I normally do. So I hope that you guys like it. I hope you appreciate it. If this is your first time on the channel, what we do here is we talk about baseball cards, we open baseball cards, we go to baseball games, we do all kinds of fun stuff. Please check out the other videos on the channel so that you can kind of get an idea of what we do. If you are a returning viewer or a subscriber, then you already know how I feel about baseball cards, and you already know how I feel about the hobby. I love baseball cards and I love the hobby. And the reason I wanted to record this video is because I just watched If Sports Cards Top 10 Polls of the Week. And one of the polls on there is somebody pulled the Ellie rookie debut sleeve patch card, and somebody pulled the Paul Skeens Superfractor, and that person happened to be Ped's cards collection. Now, what's interesting about Ped's, similar to Hoosier polls, is that we don't do anything but personal breaks. Hoosier polls, Ped's, and myself, we just do breaks for fun for ourselves. Now, I send cards to my patrons who are at a high enough tier in Patreon for it to justify me taking the time and spending the money to send them cards. But I don't do breaks. I may do breaks in the future. I think it'd be fun to do a break, but I have a full-time job and a family. I don't have time to do breaks. I just do sports card stuff for fun, for my own enjoyment. And it's the same with Peds. And Peds went crazy when he pulled that Paul Skeens Superfractor, as he should have. Just like I've gone crazy when I pulled Mike Trout autographs, when I pulled the Vladimir Guerrero rookie auto to 5 out of 2019 Topps Chrome, when I pulled the Shohei Ohtani to 25 on card auto out of a retail pack that a lot of you guys joined the channel because of that video. And he was so excited. And the reason that I wanted to do this video, and this is going to come from a positive place, even though I'm going to be a little critical, is because his joy in pulling that card was getting ripped on in the comments. And people bother to go darken Ian's doorstep, who's If Sports Cards. And Ian, if you're watching, hello. I love Ian's channel. I love Striker's channel. I love Hoosier's channel. I love Ped's channel. There's some people producing great content. Lucky Purdue Card Collector, you're a fan of this channel. You comment all the time on my stuff. There's many of you. I'm sorry for those of you I'm not remembering. We're traveling tomorrow for Thanksgiving and my head's in a million different places, but I had to record this because I am so tired of people bagging on the hobby. If you don't like the hobby, go away. Why are you coming and wasting your time and our time commenting, slagging on people? It happens to me too. People come in on my more popular videos. The more popular the video, the more people see it. The more people see it, the more likely some jerk is going to come in and cast aspersions. Sometimes I just erase the comment. Sometimes I have a witty retort. But it's annoying. I'm a good person. I enjoy baseball cards. I work in behavioral health. It's incredibly stressful. I help at-risk youth all day long. I'm not asking for a medal for it. But when I'm doing my hobby and I'm sharing the love of the hobby with you all, just because I enjoy it and it makes you guys happy, I don't want someone coming in and slagging on me. Like, who cares? Just go away. Find something better to do. And I know some of you guys are going to say, well, Nomah, like, don't let the trolls get you down. And I know, and I don't. But it just bothered me because I love Ped's channel. He's just a guy who likes to open cards, just like me. Actually, he's one of the people that inspired this channel, as is Hoosier, as is Striker. Now, Striker does a lot of breaks now, but in the beginning, he didn't. He was just doing personal rips. We have fun together. We enjoy this hobby together. And I'm just tired of seeing people ripping on it. I love this hobby. This hobby has something for everyone. It's awesome. You can go buy big league packs at Dollar General for $1. When I was a kid, packs were 50 cents each. Upper Deck was $1. The fact you can still get packs for $1 tells you that the hobby is alive and well. And guess what? When I was at the baseball card show in Peoria, Arizona a few days ago, I was giving away cards to all the kids that were walking by. And guess what? So was the guy in the booth next to me. We're giving away cards all the time. We want kids to be in the hobby. We want them to have fun. Kids aren't getting priced out of this hobby. That's ridiculous. Kids can go buy Big League at Target for $1 a pack. They can go to Dollar General. Nobody has been priced out of this hobby. If you don't want to buy the platinum to your products, don't buy them. I don't even remember the name of the product. One of the fancy Topps Chrome products just came out. I don't remember the name of it. I opened a box of it years ago. I pulled a Mike Trout. It's pretty sweet. I don't remember who the auto was, Andre Dawson or someone. Gilded Collection, I think they're called. They're beautiful cards, but I wasn't going to spend that much. Top sent me a thing about the pre-sale for Bowman Chrome Sapphire. I didn't buy it. It's like $600 a box. I didn't buy it. I'll buy a $600 box every now and then, but not of that. I am in a very fortunate position because I started a treatment center and it's done well. And we've given away millions of dollars in free treatment, but we've also done well with it. We live in a capitalist society. If you have enough money to go buy baseball cards and enjoy it, God bless you. Good for you. That's awesome. Remember when Phil Hughes had his channel, Phil's Polls? That channel was amazing. The guy's a gazillionaire. He has more money than I'm ever going to see in my life because he was a Major League Baseball player and he was pretty good. He was opening stuff I could never open, but I didn't slag on him for doing so. I enjoyed watching it. I know some of you guys can't afford to open some of the stuff I open, and you say in the comments, thank you for opening this. It's awesome to see it. It's fun. It's entertaining. I enjoy your passion. I enjoy your enthusiasm. Those comments mean the world to me. I appreciate it. People who do breaks, those are for people who can't afford to buy the product, but they want in. So you could, for, say, $100, get a spot in a $2,000 box. You can afford the 100, you can't afford the 2,000. It's fun. People can go out there and say, well, you're gambling. Okay, maybe. I think there are people that have a problem. Actually, Baseball Card Collector, Investor, Dealer, in that order. That's a great channel, by the way. He actually had a video about this where he went to buy a collection and it was a guy whose son was actually in treatment because he had this problem with sports cards and couldn't stop buying them. And he would just buy them and rip them and look for the hits. And he bankrupted himself doing that. Yeah, that's a problem. But that can be a problem for anybody. The fact that there's people that are morbidly obese in the world doesn't mean we should ban candy bars or that we should body shame someone who eats a candy bar. It's like if you have a problem with overeating, you need to address that. You have a problem with alcohol, address it. You have a problem with overspending, address it. You have a problem with gambling, address it. I'm in recovery. I'm 19 years sober the day after Thanksgiving. I support that. Be in recovery. But also have fun. If you're having fun and it's not hurting anybody, then what's the problem? My cousin does a ton of breaks. I don't buy into a lot of breaks. My cousin does it all the time. He really enjoys it. It's a harmless way to enjoy your day, to have something to look forward to. You don't have to acquire the cards. You get to just pay the money and you tune in and someone else opens the cards and then they send you the cards. I've done a few. I got a Corbin Carroll autograph in one last year. It was super fun. There's nothing wrong with it. But here's the thing. I'm not saying capitalism is perfect, and this is not a political channel. This is a channel about the love of baseball cards. But I'm just going to put it out there. I'm a capitalist. I got to start my own treatment program in a very particular place with a very particular angle, and it's done really well. I got to go get investors. I got to hire people. I got to do the whole enchilada for the last 10 years. Because we live in a capitalist culture, I was able to go do that. And I worked hard and I innovated and I did it. And all of the breakers out there, they're just capitalists. What's the number one rule in capitalism? Find a need and fill it, or find a want and fill it. And they're doing that. If you don't like breakers, don't buy into breaks. If you don't like breakers, don't watch their YouTube channel, because guess what? Even if you don't buy in the break, you're putting money in their pocket when you watch the channel. You're putting money in my pocket by watching this right now. And thank you very much for doing that. I actually worked it out the other day. For the amount of money that I make off my channel and for the amount of time I put in, I make about $6 an hour. Which again, I'm grateful for. That's awesome. That's much lower than my rate as a private practice psychotherapist who's licensed in 3 states. It's neither here nor there. If you enjoy breaks, buy into breaks, watch breaks. If you don't enjoy breaks, stop. If everybody were to stop buying into breaks, there would be no more breaks. That is what capitalism is. So rather than getting on the comment section of someone like If Sports, who's just doing it for fun. And yes, I'm sure that Ian makes his living or supplements his living at this point. His channel's super popular and it's awesome. Striker, I'm sure, probably that's his full-time job by now. I know for me, Hoosier, Peds, I don't think that any of us are getting rich on this. I think we just do it for fun. Don't come in the comment section of someone like Ian and rip on him, or someone like Peds and rip on him. They're just having fun. If you have a problem with brakes, go on the Breaker channel, and rather than rip on the breaker, talk in the comment section about how you're concerned that people are gambling, or that they're getting in trouble in some way, or that maybe they're spending too much on it. Like, you can express your concerns, free country. But all this talk about, like, you guys are ruining the hobby, that's such baloney. Topps is so motivated because, again, capitalism, the rookie debut patches. What a great innovation. And the fact that those cards are worth thousands of dollars, great. That's awesome. They're one of one. They're so cool. That was on the guy's arm while he made his major league debut. That's rad. But they wouldn't be putting the effort into it, Topps wouldn't, and I guess Panini, if it were not for the fact that we're buying the stuff. I personally want to see a cut autograph of Cy Young. I want to see a cut autograph of John F. Kennedy. Don't you? All this talk about, like, it's ruining the hobby. It's not true. It's making the hobby better. It makes it more vibrant. Everyone from a 6-year-old kid with $1 at the Dollar General can buy cards, all the way up to a multi-millionaire buying $5,000 flawless cases, $10,000 case. I don't even know how much they cost. I don't buy them. Nobody's ruining the hobby. The hobby is healthier than it's ever been, because there's a bunch of middle-aged goofs like me who have a little bit of disposable income and maybe a really stressful job, and they want to blow off some steam opening cards. And we're hardwired in from when we were little kids of enjoying this so much, and trading and all the stuff that we do that's awesome and fun. And then you have people, who make their living on it. But what's wrong with that? It's like being mad at somebody for having a sub shop. Well, you've really ruined sandwiches. It's like, no, they're just supporting themselves. If you don't want to eat Subway food, don't eat at Subway. It's simple. You don't see people standing outside Subway being like, Subway is ruining sandwiches. It's ridiculous. It's so dumb. I'm sorry, but it is. And if you disagree with me and you want to respectfully tell me why in the comments, by all means do that. I'm open to dialogue. Convince me that I'm wrong. I'm willing to be convinced that I'm wrong. But I'm sorry, like, when I think about the really amazing cards that I have, like Shohei Ohtani charges more to sign to Topps than Zach Neto does. That's just true. There's more Zach Neto autographs floating around than Shohei autographs. But Topps is motivated to pay Shohei because they know that we're chasing Shohei. And when I pulled that Shohei autograph, it's literally one of the best moments of my life. And I don't apologize for that. Obviously, my kid being born, marrying my wife, various other personally meaningful things have been more big than that. But that was pretty big. That was awesome. That was awesome. And you guys hear me say it at the tagline of every video, baseball cards are awesome. They are. It's so fun. It's low stakes fun, as long as you're not spending more than you should. If you're spending more than you should, there's a great 12-step program, Debtors Anonymous. Most people don't know about it. It's available. Gamblers Anonymous is available. If you have a problem with sports cards, by all means seek help. But I'm so tired of all of this nonsense of like, well, the hobby's ruined. Like, well, what are you talking about? What exactly is it that you want to return to? You want to return to 1988, 1989? I'll tell you what ruined the hobby then was Topps and Donruss and Fleer overproducing everything with no chase cards. Also, people say now, oh, we're just in a new junk wax era. We're not in any junk wax era. Because why? You got parallels, you got refractors, you got short prints, you got swatches, you got patches, you got autographs, you got RPAs, you got redemptions. There's all kinds of stuff that is going to hold value. Yes, it's true that your average common card in a 2024 top set of any variety is not going to hold any value. It's not going to be like, you can get a T206 common card and it's going to be worth $1,000. The cards right now, it's true. They're overproduced to be able to hold value like that. But the gold card that's numbered to 2024 or an image variant, that's certainly going to hold value. Of course it's going to hold value. And this is all about supply and demand. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow. Guarantee you tomorrow I'm going to buy a water for $5 at the airport. Okay? Am I getting ripped off? No. It's supply and demand. You don't have a lot of options at the airport, so the people at the airport can charge more. There's not a lot of water options. They've got water and I want water. It's just how it is. Supply and demand. The rarer a card, the more demand there's going to be for it. So there are cards being produced right now that are super rare, that are just as rare as a 1952 Mickey Mantle, if not more so, and just as valuable. And people go, oh, that's ridiculous. You're ruining the hobby. You're speculating on these rookies. Someone commented in the comment section of one of my videos the other day, oh, the 2022 draft class is going to be way better than 2024. You're just wasting your money on 2024 cards. Well, how do we know that? I think Bobby Witt Jr. and I think Julio Rodriguez and I think Spencer Strider all have good long careers ahead of them. We don't really know yet about O'Neal Cruz or Spencer Torkelson. We don't know. And Strider's coming off injury, so we don't know. The 2024 draft class, rookie class, we're saying that that's not going to be as good as 22. Paul Skeens, Ellie De La Cruz, Jackson Churio, Jackson Merrill, Jackson Holiday. It could be better than 22. We don't know. Investing in these cards is bad. Yeah, well, if you feel that way, go invest in vintage cards. Because I got to tell you something. I would not be at all surprised. My cousin and I were talking about this the other day. If the vintage card market completely craters. Why? Because all the boomers are about to die in the next 10, 20 years. I hate to say it, but it's true. I've lost one of my parents. It's true. It's going to happen. All their cards are going to get passed down to who? People my age. Well, they might hold on to them. They might not. But like my kid, I mean, will he want a Mickey Mantle card? Probably. Will he want it more than a Trout card? I don't know, because he grew up watching Trout and idolizing Trout. So it's hard to say. All of a sudden, all these people that are holding their vintage cards, those cards are going to be in the market. Because if they're inherited by people who don't know what they are, don't appreciate them, they're going to get sold. So the pop count is going to go up of available cards. And I don't know. Like, do I want a Ty Cobb card? Sure, because I love baseball. I'm kind of an amateur baseball historian. Some of us are. Do I want a Willie Mays card? Mickey Mantle? Of course. Ted Williams? Of course. But didn't see those guys play, so there's not as much emotional attachment. There's a lot of emotional attachment to the guys that we got to grow up seeing play. So the fact of the matter is we don't know anything. We don't know if vintage cards are going to be worth more than the cards of today. Because if Paul Skeens ends up being as good as we think he's going to be, his rookie autos might end up being worth more than a lot of those vintage superstars. Because again, it's supply and demand. There's going to be only so many of his rookie autos out there. There's only so many Mickey Mantle 52s out there. Do people want the Skeens auto more than the 52 Mantle? Not right now. But in 10 or 20 years, we don't know. We don't know. The hobby is so healthy right now. I'm so pleased at how well the hobby's doing. Literally at the card show, I had people at my booth from 5 years old to 80 years old. I'm not exaggerating. It was awesome. Just got to interact all day long with people that love baseball and baseball cards. Or basketball, hockey, football, whatever. Sport cards are very healthy right now. I don't personally invest. Because to me, it's fun. I invest in other things. I don't want it to be anything other than fun. When I'm doing trades, do I sometimes trade for someone that I think is going to be better than the person I'm trading with? Sure. When I traded the other day for the Albert Pujols team issue jersey, was I thinking about the fact he's going to get in the Hall of Fame in a few years? Yeah. Will I want to trade or sell it when he gets in? Maybe. But I might just hang on to it. So there's a certain amount of speculation, but I'm not investing. But if you're investing, good for you. You can invest in vintage, ultra modern, whatever. The card value is here. Do you think it's going to go up or down? Baseball Card Collector Investor Dealer did a great thing on this too, a great video. If you buy 10 cards when it's here and it gets to here, you should sell 5 of them because you don't know if it's going to go down. And then when it gets to here, you sell a couple more and here a couple more and have your strategy laid out ahead of time. Not my thing, but you can make money off of baseball cards, that's for sure. Are you ruining the hobby by making money? No. You're putting more energy into the hobby. Money is just a form of energy. The more money we're all spending on baseball cards, the more motivated the sports card makers are to make awesome stuff. And they are making awesome stuff. I'm thinking about trading for an Adley Rushman patch autograph. It's a big jumbo swatch tricolor patch. It's beautiful. Why would they be motivated to make those cards if we weren't going to buy them? And it's expensive to make cards like that. You got to buy the game used jersey. You got to cut it up. You got to make a baseball card out of it. You got to get them to sign them. It's expensive. Capitalist culture. Topps is just trying to do what every business is trying to do, which is to charge more than you spend on the product. That's what capitalism is. If you spend more than you charge, your company will go out of business in about 3 seconds. So I have no problem with Topps. I have a little bit of problem with Panini just because their customer service is such trash. But, that's fine. They finally came through for me after many years on a big redemption I had with them. But I just think, put your money where your mouth is and put your energy where your mouth is. If you're disenchanted with the sports card hobby, then just go. It's fine. Spend your money on something that makes you happy. And I don't say go, get the F out of here. That's not what I mean. I mean, just what? Why are you here? Why are you here complaining? Just go do something else. Life is impermanence. Impermanence rules our universe. The hobby is going to be different in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. And then there'll be people going, oh, not the same as it was in 2024. Well, of course it's not. Nothing's the same as it was before. That's not how life works. One of the things we struggle with as humans the most is change. Change is difficult. That's for another video. That's for a Zen Buddhist teacher video or a psychotherapist video. You guys see my point. Things are always changing. Things are, I think, in the sports card hobby improving on the whole. But again, if you don't like the guys who are boom, yeah, woo, then don't buy into their breaks and don't watch their videos. Or write them a cordial letter and say, dear sir or madam, I would watch this more if you didn't scream and yell so much. We all have our styles. We all have an audience that we attract. We all have things we do that people like and don't like. But this hobby is great. And I couldn't be happier to be part of it. And I really appreciate all of you guys who subscribe to the channel and who watch the videos. And if you're 23 minutes in, please like the video and please subscribe because yes, it helps the channel grow. It helps the algorithm find people. It helps draw my content in other people's feed. But that's not really why I do it. I do it because I love it. And I love interacting with you guys. I love the fans of the channel. That's why I do giveaways. That's why I respond to all the comments because I love you guys. It's super fun. So let's just keep on being positive and happy. And let's make sure to make positive comments for If Sports Cards and for Peds and for Hoosier and for Striker and for me and for everybody. Just drown out all that noise. Go get on Lucky Peter Card Collector's channel and give him some positive comments. Give that guy some love. He's got a great channel. So, in summary, just enjoy the hobby. And if you're not enjoying it, just go away. Go find something that you enjoy. Don't spend time being negative. And I recognize I've been somewhat negative in this video because I'm criticizing that behavior. But I'm criticizing that behavior out of a place of love and joy because I want more love and joy in this hobby. That's what it's about. It's about when we were kids and how much it meant to pull our favorite guy. Woo, Clark, woo! How much it meant to see your idol. I saw Jim Rice in the airport once. I met Charles Barkley in the airport once. It's awesome. Roger Clemens ran over my foot once in his Porsche. You can't make this stuff up. But enjoy it. Let your inner child be thrilled when you pull something awesome or when you have a great trade. This hobby rules. There's no need to be negative. Just give someone feedback in a polite way. Or just don't spend your time and energy and eyeballs on that content, and then that content will suffer, and ultimately it won't be there anymore. That's how this works. So I hope you guys will enjoy the rest of your day. I might post this on Thanksgiving just because I'm very thankful for all of you guys, but I'll have to give it some thought. I don't know if I want to post a rant on Thanksgiving, but this will post around Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Hope you had safe and happy holidays with your family. And I hope that you guys will just keep on loving the sport, loving the hobby, loving this channel, loving one another. Life is too short. Let's have fun. On that note, everybody, please keep that big smile on your face because baseball cards are awesome and NOMAH loves you. Thank you so much for watching. And by the way, I didn't even mention Sports Card Investor. That guy gets dogged on so much, and I have met him, and he's a great guy. Jeff Wilson is a bona fide great guy, and he's helped me and this channel so much. And he's just done it out of the goodness of his heart. So, Jeff, if you're watching this, you rule, and we're going to let Jeff take us out. You guys rule. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm super thankful for all of you and for this channel, and I'll talk to you next time.
This is Jeff Wilson from Sports Card Investor, and you're watching NOMAH Loves Ya.